talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its scenes while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs and voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms and I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning, and the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, in tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
Did I disappoint you or let you down? Should I be feeling guilty or let the judges frown? 'Cause I saw the end before we'd begun. Yes, I saw you were blinded and I knew I had won. So I took what's mine by eternal right, took your soul out into the night. It may be over, but it won't stop there. I am here for you, if you'd only care. You touched my heart, you touched my soul, you changed my life and all my goals. And love is blind, and that I knew when my heart was blinded by you. Have kissed your lips and held your head, shared your dreams and shared your bed. I know you well, I know your smell. I've been addicted to you. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. I am a dreamer, and when I wake, you can't break my spirit. It's my dreams you take, and as you move on, remember me. Remember us and all we used to be. I've seen you cry, I've seen you smile, I've watched you sleeping for a while. I'd be the father of your child. I'd spend a lifetime with you. I know your fears and you know mine. We've had our doubts, but now we're fine. And I love you, I swear that's true. I cannot live without you. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. And I still hold your hand in mine when I'm asleep. And I will bear my soul in time when I'm kneeling at your feet. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. I'm so hollow, baby. I'm so hollow. I'm so hollow. I'm so hollow, baby. I'm so hollow. I'm so hollow.
So we wait for the riders to come out of the dark into the sunshine and then start that very long descent. Cadel Evans is pulling himself, Phil, back into the Tour de France today.
Well, French television keeping with the lead, but just use his whole body to get over. Now he is a good descender. As we start the descent now from the line just below the clouds, we're now diving to the valley. It is a ride of over 50 kilometers downhill, and then the only way is up the Alpe d'Huez. Alberto Contador sits at the back of these four leaders here. They've begun their way down the Col du Galibier. If the roads look familiar, they should. The riders came up them yesterday to summit out the finish of yesterday's stage. And he wasn't freewheeling quite like that yesterday, was he? And that is Andy Schleck on the way down, getting as much as he can out of that bike without making the effort.
Well, most of these riders will know this descent because they actually rode back down it last night after the race finished. Schleck taking a few risks going around these corners. Schleck didn't ride down after the finish yesterday, Phil, because he stayed at the top of the mountain until about 7:30, having to wait to provide a medical sample for the doping control. Thomas Voeckler, quite clever, came down with one of the motorbikes from the newspaper L'Equipe to get himself off the top of the mountain down to his team bus as quickly as possible.
Yeah, well, sometimes those little favours are very specially reserved for French riders, especially if you lead the Tour de France. There is now the chase back. This is Cadel Evans here in the centre of our picture. He's got to make the descent of his life now. He's got a bridge, according to our computer, 28 seconds to catch up with those four leaders. And I cannot see those four leaders holding off Cadel Evans now. Tom Danielson is in a group of riders, the best placed American rider, of some 7 riders, including Frank Schleck. And they are chasing down. We've got no time on them just now. The next group we have a time on is the yellow jersey at 1:42.
Well, I tell you what, Phil, the way this race has unfolded so far, if it all does come back together, it's going to be a massive sort-out on the slopes of the Alpe d'Huez. And it's going to be the last man standing, I think, who wins the Tour de France here this afternoon.
It has been all for one and one for all. It has been a terrific Tour de France. All of the favourites advertising their strength and always coming back together. Look at this now, Contador, absolutely superb in descent. Holds the middle of the handlebars. Now he reaches for those brakes as he leans into the corner and swings right. A lot of criticism on how these riders descend, especially coming to us from motorcyclists and racing car drivers. They never seem to line up correctly for the corners.
Well, the way to do it is to move over to the far side and then cut right across the apex of the corner. But the problem is, on a lot of these descents, Phil, some of the corners come too quickly for you to actually line up properly to get into the next corner that comes up.
Well, apparently, if you can't see the other side when you go in, and it's tight. Four riders, and just behind Sanchez will be Hezjedal and Evans.
Well, this is the next group. This is the Evans group, and in that group you've got Hezjedal and you've got Tommy Danielson, also Arnaud Lejonazon, the young Frenchman who's looking to try and get himself a crack at the white jersey. But the best placed rider in the white jersey competition, in fact, is Pierre Rolland.
Just look at this, Paul. This is the style of a man who used to be in charge of the mountain bike. He was the top mountain biker in the world. He twice won the World Cup, Cadel Evans. He can handle a bike as well as anybody and better than most.